Jennings Bulldogs. So quite a dogfight we're going to have here today. My name is Jim Clark, and along with my co-host and color analyst, Paul Lanou, we will try to bring you the play-by-play here today. And to quickly run over some of the statistics about Cecilia, I'll tell you that they are coached by James Wagasback, who's in his 6th year. He has a 38-27 record. The record for the team is 12-2 district, 6-3 A runner-ups. They have never won a state title. Their quarterback is Brian Saunier, who has completed 94 of 203 passes for 1,669 yards and 24 touchdowns. Another key player is Jack Williams, leads the team with 145 tackles. Whoa. Now, this year's victory total is the highest in school history. This is the first time the Bulldogs have reached the state championship game. Wagasback has won a state title as head coach of St. James in 1979, so he's kind of an old veteran here. And I will let Paul Lanou tell you all about Jennings.
Jennings, coached by Matt Vieira. It's his 2nd year. He's 20-6. Record this year is 13-1. District 5 3A champions. They had last won a state title in 1939. Key players for Jennings tonight will be running back Lawrence Nixon. He has rushed for 1,752 yards on 252 carries. He scored 28 touchdowns. Defensive tackle Chester Rashad had 62 solo tackles and 15 tackles behind the line of scrimmage during the regular season. Jennings last appeared in the final came in 1982 when the Bulldogs lost to Eunice. Jennings was eliminated in the quarterfinals last year by a meet. The Bulldogs, who have 14 returning starters from last year, averaged 400 yards total offense, so we're looking for a big offensive game tonight.
Well, I tell you, they've done a heck of a job, both teams, to get here. And it's kind of neat that they're both the Bulldogs. And as I said, which I know you missed, there'll be a big dogfight here tonight.
Yeah, I caught that. I was trying to let it go. It looks like every senior's out on the sideline right now for Jennings.
So they're flipping the coin. So Cecilia has won the toss, but has elected to take the kickoff in the second half. So we're about ready to get underway here.
Jennings will receive. Cecilia to kick off.
Again, Jennings will receive. And Cecilia will kick off.
You're looking, Cecilia tonight will be in green and Jennings in white with gray pants.
And now let's stand while the Jennings High School Band plays the national anthem. Quite a contingent of fans on both sides for both schools.
Really have filled up the stands tonight. Superdome is a big place, but looks like we're going to have two rowdy groups tonight to watch these two planes for the state championship of AAA.
Well, the teams are getting ready to come out on the field for the kickoff. And we'd like to say what a pleasure it is here at the Superdome to bring this game to you on Diamond Vision.
Okay, both teams on the field now. We're looking for the kickoff.
Number 88, Edward Singleton, will be kicking off for the Cecilia Bulldogs.
Back deep for Jennings is number 4, Byron Moses, and number 19,
Lawrence Nixon. And so we're ready to kick things off here.
As the crowd
fans on both sides of the field are on their feet. And we've begun. The ball is taken by Nixon. He's to the 25. Brought down at about the 27-yard line.
And so he was brought down behind by Andre Journette of Cecilia Bulldogs on that. Big play because he looked like he had some running room on that first one.
So the Jennings Bulldogs will have the ball first and 10 on their own 27-yard line. The quarterback for the Jennings Bulldogs is number 13, Mike Trahan. There's a look at him now. Trahan calls the signals. Give us number 18, Lawrence Nixon. Nixon finds nowhere to go.
Tiptoe in the middle, and big Anthony Clement, 325 pounds, 6'7" in the middle of the Cecilia line. Big man to tiptoe around.
Nixon gained about 2 yards on the play, but it was pushed back by a host of Cecilia football players. Second down and 8. Ball on the 30.
Four-man defensive line.
There's the snap.
Dixon on the carry.
Dixon again was the ball carrier.
42.
Brought down by Shane Taylor, number 42 for Cecilia.
Second down. And just inches. They're going to take a measurement. It's that close. Well, that's a close one. They gave it to him right on the line. So, a big first down here for the Jennings Bulldogs.
37-yard line.
The ball will be at the 37-yard line, where it'll be first and 10.
Jim Cecilia's playing a 44 look and overshifting toward the formation.
Again, Trahan is the quarterback. He's back to pass. Finds number 7.
Trahan's pass complete.
Correction, number 2, Reggie Allen.
He was brought down by number 6, Scotty Journette, and number 40, Andre Journette.
Number 6.
Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7.
Gain of about 3.
Ball is on the 40.
7 for Jennings. The ball on the 40-yard line.
Trahan calls out the signals. They give us to Nixon. Nixon around the near side. Makes his way to the 43-yard line.
Right there, he's brought down by Jamaican Dartez. Good job of knocking his feet out from under him.
Jamaican Dartez. That's an interesting name. Here's a look at it again. There's Nixon with the ball.
Jennings faces third down and 3.
So it'll be third down and 2.
4-yard line.
for the Jennings Bulldogs. The ball on their own 44-yard line. Nixon, the ball carrier again. He's over the 50 to about the 48 of Cecilia. And a big first down for the Jennings Bulldogs.
And Chris Morris brought him down, but not after he had a good gain on the play.
Good replay. Jennings first down.
Here's a look at the replay. Again, Nixon, the ball carrier.
49-yard line.
Follows his blockers very well.
Assist on that play by number 40, Andre Journet.
Nixon was led by number 55, the guard, Jared McSpadden. To give that time is to number 6.
Number 6 on the carry, Ronnie McZeal.
Ronnie McZeal.
Jim, I think what's happened is the Cecilia defensive line is trying to penetrate, and the quick opening attack that Jennings is using on them is breaking big plays for them.
Well, it seems to be working, whatever it is.
We've trapped a couple of times, and they've also straight blocked it. So,
security control.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 44-yard lines of Cecilia. 44-yard line of Cecilia. Ball carrier again, Ronnie McZeal. He finds nowhere to go. Brought down for a 5-yard loss by a host of Bulldogs on Cecilia's part. Led first by number 42, who is Shane Taylor. As you watch the replay, he comes up the field untouched, grabs the back, and waits for everybody else to show up. Jim, there's about 7 rain shirts on him in the backfield that time. So a loss on that down. It's now third down and about 9. The ball back at the 47, we'll call it the 48-yard line. Back to pass is Trahan. Finds his receiver, number 18, Lawrence Nixon. Nixon can't hold on to it. It'll be fourth down.
Good pressure on the quarterback that time by Ulysses Charles. And number 40, Andre Journet again. It looks like speed. Speed is going to be an influence in this game, Jim.
And the kick, number 13.
Back to receive the punt is number 6. That's Scotty Journet.
And number 13.
Number 6, Scotty Journet.
That's the quarterback.
Mike Trahan will do the kicking. Almost hit. And number 6, Scotty Journet, is run out of bounds.
Jonathan Thomasy almost blocked that one. He came right up the middle. That's an adjustment that the Jennings staff will have to make to pick him up, because he came dangerously close to blocking that punt, which could have made a big play for his team.
So the Cecilia Bulldogs will get a first look at their offense as they has the ball first and 10 from their own 28-yard line. And the quarterback is Brian
Sojourner.
Number 43 on the carry, Daniel Welch.
Number 7-2, Brian Bushrow in tackle that time.
Host of Jennings tacklers, gain of about 2 on the play, second down and 8.
Daniel Wiltz was the ball carrier. Gain of about 1.5 yards on the play. The ball located right now at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Jim, if you notice, Cecilia on offense uses the messenger guard to bring their plays in with.
There's the give. To number 19, Jamaican D'Artez. And what looked like was going to be a broken play for a moment.
Travis Williams had him in the backfield, and then he turned and pitched the ball. And if it had not been for a touchdown-saving tackle by Ronnie McZeal, we're looking at a touchdown.
Here's a look at it again. There's the option pitch out.
Picked up 2 blocks. And there's McZeal, a touchdown-saving tackle there for Jennings.
So it's first down and 10 for Cecilia, just inside Jennings territory at the 49. Back to pass. Again, the intended receiver was number 19, D'Artez, but it was over his head and thrown out of bounds.
Chester Richard is 6'5" and 310 pounds, and he's one of their best pass rushers, and at that size, he probably can put a big pass rusher.
Brian Sojane is the quarterback. There's the snap. Sojane is back to pass. Gets a good block, gets it off, but can't find a receiver. I think he was trying for number 6, Scotty Journet.
The defense that time rolled over. 3 deep secondary rolled, and they sent 2 receivers out, and everybody else blocked on a sweep-looking, run-looking play, and the quarterback got outside and threw the ball. But it must have been a mix-up between the receiver and the quarterback because they had 2 receivers open.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 10 situation for the Cecilia Bulldogs. I have a hunch we're going to see a pass here again. Sojane seems to have the arm. He just needs to get the receivers in the right spot.
Right.
Back to pass to Sojane again. It's number 19, D'Artez. D'Artez has the first down and then some up to the 34-yard line where he's run out of bounds.
Big block that time by 81 for Cecilia. Here's your replay, Jim. 81 on the outside. Pick play on the back. Open it up on the sidelines. There you see him. Makes the first man miss, and then takes it as far as he can. First down.
First down and 10. Ball at the 34-yard line of Jennings. Cecilia in control. To give that time is to number 19, Jamaican D'Artez. He'll carry it for about a yard, if that.
D'Artez on the carry. Stop on the play by number 82, Miles Newman.
So it'll bring up second down and about 9.5 yards.
From 82, Miles Newman that time slicing in. Bringing Martez down early.
Second down, 5:47 remaining in the first quarter. There's the pass. Intercepted.
Number 5, Curtis Berry. He goes out of bounds as soon as he checks the football. He does an excellent job. They're in the previous secondary. Quarterback to the drop back. His read was over the outside shoulder and went right to the ball.
The ball was intended for Scotty Journet.
Number 6.
So, here's a look at it again.
He plays it underneath. Takes it and runs out of bounds.
So, Curtis Berry comes up with a big interception. There's a look at Curtis for the Jennings Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 on their own 9-yard line. Mike Trahan is the quarterback, number 13.
40 defense.
Again, the give is to Nixon. Nixon carries it up to about the 17-yard line where he's dropped.
Dixon.
And number 66, Chris Morris. The end on that side. He played in. It was a misdirection play. He played inside and made the tackle on it.
Journet.
Second down and 6. Again, the ball is at about the 18-yard, the 14-yard line.
Big play here because Jennings wants to try to get out of the shadow of the end zone here.
Trahan at quarterback. Nixon gets the ball again. Carries it up to about the 17-yard line, then knocked back to about the 15.
Tackled by linebacker Andre Journet, 5'10", 170 pounds, and he was assisted on that play by number 33, Jack Williams.
Jennings faces 3rd down now, a long 3. The ball.
3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Again, the ball is at the 17-yard line in Jennings territory.
Substitution for Cecilia there on defense.
The handoff again to Nixon. Nixon can't find anywhere to go.
Number 88, Edward Singleton, and big number 78, Anthony Clement. Both made the play in the middle that time, stuffing down the play before it got started for a loss.
So, brings up 4th down, and number 13, Mike Trahan, is going to have to kick it away for the Bulldogs.
Scotty Journet back to return the punt for Cecilia.
Back to return, number 6, Scotty Journet.
Along with Jamaican Dartez.
There's the kick. It's a nice one. And it is called fair catch by Dartez. And so the Cecilia Bulldogs have great field position here with 3:04 remaining in the first quarter. The ball will be at the Jennings 48-yard line.
Once again, a lot of penetration by Cecilia that time on the punt. Jennings has to work on their blocking because they could end up getting one blocked here.
3:40 remaining. Let's see what the Bulldogs from Cecilia can do. They give us to number 19, Dartez. Dartez has nowhere to go, can't find any running room, and is dropped for about a 4-yard loss.
Steve Bertram that time played off the 2 blockers and tripped him up just enough to bring him down in the backfield.
So it'll be 2nd down and 12. 2:19 remaining.
Bulldogs right here, right there. You see Bertram chipping him up in the backfield, trying to give his team a chance to get the ball back in good field position.
2nd down and 12.
Good look at Bertram.
3A championship game on the line. Back to pass. And another interception.
Intercepted again by number 5, Curtis Berry. The same play as before. Same receiver. They rolled the zone over. He played over the outside, playing the cornerback just like you teach it. And Curtis Berry picks off 2 in his first quarter competition.
The intended receiver was number 81, Craig Gordon.
First down and 10, about the 10-yard line.
So the Jennings Bulldogs will end up with the ball again. What's the old saying? Once bitten, twice shy.
All right, here we have the replay. You notice 3 deep secondary. Quarterback rolls that way. Secondary rolls that way. Cornerback plays it over the top. Watching the ball all the way. It looks like it was passed to him, Jim. Turns around, tries to get his team some field position because he's on the 5-yard line when he catches it. We're live.
Back to pass is Trahan. Number 2, Reggie Allen, almost had it. They couldn't hold on to it.
Ron McZill was at least 5 yards behind him on that play. Trying through it. It looked like as far as he could throw. Pass through the hands. Trying to get the big play and turn around. They're backed up at their goal line still.
Jennings faces 2nd down and 10 from the 10-yard line.
Second down and 10. The Jennings Bulldogs have the ball. Quarterback Mike Trahan, number 13. Hands off to number 6, Ronnie McZill. McZill makes his way down to about the 19-yard line.
McZill on the carry.
The tackle is by number 19, Jamaican Dartez. He's been in the whole game.
He has.
Played running back there, and he plays a good defensive back for him. He plays that free safety in the secondary, and he reads back like that. And when he does that misdirection, he's about the last guy to come up on that. And he made good, sure tackle on that one.
60-minute man, Dartez.
Put in the initial hit on that play to number 19, Dartez.
3rd down and about a yard for the Bulldogs of Jennings. They give us to Nixon. Nixon to the 20, up to about the 26-yard line, and he'll have the first down.
Nixon on the carry.
Daniel Wiltz was on the outside that time, and the back turned the ball inside, and the inside linebacker, Jack Williams, did a good job of coming across the field from the other side and making the tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jennings Bulldogs on their own 26-yard line.
Once again, Jim, it looks like the game plan is to misdirection and traps on the big lineman and to get into the secondary with it.
Handoff that time to McZeal.
What they did that time was they've been trapping toward the wide side of the field, toward the short side of the field, putting formation to the short side of the field. What they did that time is put the formation toward the short side of the field and brought the misdirection action to the wide side of the field inside.
I gave the credit to McZeal, but it was Byron Moses that was the ball carrier there.
Doesn't look and the official does a good job of stopping a touchdown. We're back live.
Nixon the ball carrier again.
First back through that time.
It'll be a first down.
Nixon on the carry.
For the Jennings Bulldogs, and they will have the ball at their own 38-yard line.
First down. Ball on about the...
Anthony Clement and Edward Singleton are back in there. Defensive tackles now. I guess Coach Cecilia tried to give them a break there and get everything worked out.
.29 seconds and counting. They give us to Nixon. Nixon up to the 46-yard line.
Nixon on the carry, put in the initial stop to number 40, Andre Journet, along with number 6.
We're down to 10 seconds.
Here's a replay, Jim. Little mixed direction. Comes to the outside. They push the end out. The inside linebacker has to make the play.
Gain of about 7 on the play.
All right, well, time has expired here in the first quarter with no score against the Jennings Bulldogs and the Cecilia Bulldogs. We'll be right back.
Score. Nothing.
National studies show that students who participate in high school activities, like music, sports, and drama, not only have better grades and attendance, they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over.
All right, and welcome back to the Louisiana Superdome. No score in this ball game. We are just beginning the second quarter, and so far it's been a defensive battle.
Pretty much looks like field position. The 2 interceptions have caught them back. Their defense has given, but the big plays by giving them field position have intercepted the 2 balls deep in their territory, but now they're coming back out.
Gatorade, souvenir T-shirts, sweatshirts.
We're at midfield now. Jennings trying to do it. Got a drive going here. Let's see what it comes out to.
46-yard line is where the Jennings Bulldogs will have the ball when they resume play.
Tight formation.
Mike Trahan, the quarterback. He's back to pass. Finds a man open. Number 46. Ben Hormel. Hormel's going. Oh, what a save. A diving save by Michael Cortez at the 2-yard line.
Number 42, Shane Taylor, almost had a sack. But Trahan got the pass off to a big play for his team. Here's a replay, Jim.
Ben
throws it down.
Ben Hormel makes the grab.
There you see number 10, Broderick Pratt. And a good block on number 43, Daniel Wiltz.
First and goal,
And a touchdown saving tackle by Jamaican Cortez. First and goal.
First and goal. Here at the start of the second quarter, Mike Trahan calls out the signals. They give us to Nixon. Nixon up the middle. Not quite enough for the touchdown. He's going to be right on the goal line.
On the carry,
and once again on that play, he was first hit by Jamaican Cortez, Mr. Everything for Cecilia Bulldogs tonight.
Second down and inches to go.
Jack Williams that time held on enough to save the touchdown. Less than a yard here on the goal line.
The Jennings Bulldogs getting ready to draw first blood here. To the quarterback sneak. He's got the touchdown. Mike Trahan right up the middle.
Touchdown Jennings. The old favorite, why bother with his handoff? You can get it in yourself.
Kind of like a little quarterback sneak on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, when you're down there, Jim, taking a chance of a handoff seems like a bit hard for the quarterback, as big and strong as he is, to get the ball in himself.
So getting ready for the extra point, and Mike Trahan will do the kicking. Is there anything this guy doesn't do? He's an all-around ball player. There's the kick. It's up, low, and it's good. It's low, but it's good. That's all that counts.
Over the end zone.
So with 11:10 remaining in the second quarter, it's the Jennings Bulldogs 7, the Cecilia Bulldogs nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Should your copier ever go down, remember, there's one part that never stops working. This one. It guarantees service under any condition. For more in-depth information, call Linear at 1-800-852-2679.
All right, back at the Louisiana Superdome, Jim Clark along with Paul Lanou bringing you the play-by-play action of this 3A state championship game. And the Jennings Bulldogs are on top by 7.
Jim, what we saw there was a classic job of taking the ball on your own 5 on a turnover, changing the momentum in the game, and taking it all the way down for the score.
So far, this game is a lot of turnovers.
The 2 big turnovers deep in the territory. Number 5, Curtis Berry, with 2 pickoffs now to help his team out.
The kicker having a little conversation with the referee. The kicker is number 82, Miles Newman.
Okay, once again, this is a chance for Cecilia to get a good kickoff here and get a drive started.
D'Artez is deep for Cecilia.
Referee whistles it in.
And there's the kick. And number 10, Broderick Pat, will take the ball. He's to the 20, the 25, the 30, 30, 35, 40, 41-yard line. A great run by Broderick Pat, number 10.
He was brought down from behind by John Portier. Backup quarterback on the Jennings team there.
It looks like the smallest guy on the team. I guess everybody tackling high, he just scoots right underneath him. So, you know, sometimes size doesn't pay off on that.
It's a good job of finding the opening.
Very good job. So it's 1st and 10 for the Cecilia Bulldogs on their own 41-yard line. 11 minutes remaining in the first half.
They receive is wide right.
And to give this time again is to number 19, D'Artez. D'Artez is to the 45, to the 50. Still on his feet, down to the 45-yard line into Jennings territory. 1st and 10.
What they did is they put the formation to the wide side of the field, ran the misdirection play again, faked the dive, ran the misdirection again. As you see, he comes out, cuts it up the field, goes north and south here, moves, cuts back into the middle of the field. Does a good job of running the football.
D'Artez, I guess, could win the fancy footwork player of the game. What's some great moves.
So far, he's really done a good job on his own when he gets in the field.
Sanjane, the quarterback. We'll give that time again is to number 43, Daniel Wiltz. Wiltz carries it all the way up to the 28-yard line of Jennings. Devin Boudreau's down.
Devin Boudreau that time, the touchdown saving tackle. I think Jennings has taken a timeout, Jim.
Timeout Jennings, and with 10:23 remaining in the second quarter, it's Jennings 7, Cecilia nothing. We'll be back with more right after.
Just a reminder that kids who participate in high school sports tend to go a little farther than those who don't.
All right, hey, there's our executive producer, Wayne Griffiths.
Oh, actually, fans at home, that is.
Wayne Moonlights is the Bulldog.
That is the Cecilia mascot.
Cecilia.
There he is, getting the fans ready to roll. He's on the PA system here and up on the big screen where everybody can see it. And his home team there is giving him a backing.
That's that paddle he's been looking for. He's been up the creek without for so long.
Up at the line.
All right, we're back in action. 10:23. First down and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. The Cecilia Bulldogs trying to get on the scoreboard. To give that time is to number 19, D'Artez. D'Artez makes his way up to about the 24-yard line.
That time, Donald Guidry and Ronnie McZeal did a good job in the secondary coming up and stopping him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be second down and 5.
Jim, Jennings has offset their front now. Looks like they're putting somebody over the center, trying to get a little bit different look to the Cecilia front.
Again, the give is to Nixon. Excuse me, D'Artez. Nixon's on the other side.
First hit by Jeff Pearson, and eventually brought down by number 2, Reggie Allen.
So the ball is now on the 21-yard line. It'll be third down, and we'll call it 3.
Jim, after the big kickoff return, it looks like Cecilia has some momentum going here.
They certainly needed to get that back because, there was the fumble. Jennings gets the ball. They've lost a number of, twice on interceptions, so they needed to get some momentum. Sojane back to pass. He tries for number 33, Jack Williams, over Williams' head.
On that play, number 18, Lawrence Nixon, defensive back, got up on the line and came, put initial pressure on him, and then right as he turned to throw it, Steve Bertram, the best defensive lineman for Jennings, hit him right as he was throwing the ball and put him off target.
So it brings up a fourth down and 3 situation for the Bulldogs. Let's see what they'll do here. 9:05 remaining in the first half.
Big play for Jennings' defense here. This could change the momentum in the game.
They're going to go for it. Why not?
Formation to the wide side of the field again, Jim.
Back to pass to Sojane. Finds the receiver. Number 19, D'Artez. About a yard shy, though, of the first down. And so the Jennings Bulldogs will take over first and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
A really good job by Travis Williams that time in the open field. Wrapped him up and did not let him twist off like he's done before in this game and make big plays. He came up, broke down, got both hands around him and kept him from breaking away from him. Really good play, a clutch play. Here we see the replay.
There you go, just as you can see, about a yard short. There's the down marker on the other side. So what was a good drive turned out to come to a sudden stop where the Jennings Bulldogs will take over. Mike Trahan hands off to number 18, Nixon, Lawrence Nixon.
And that time, linebacker Shane Taylor, right at the line of scrimmage, hung on to the back, and he dragged him for about 7 yards.
Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be second down and 3. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Jim, it looks like the philosophy of both these teams is misdirection plays. They hit you with a quick opener, and then they come back with a misdirection play trying to read the tendencies of your defense.
There's a look at Mike Trahan. The give again is to Nixon. Nixon up over the 30 to about the 31.
Tackled by number 43, Daniel Wiltz.
They're going to mark the ball just before the 30-yard line, so it'll be just shy of a first down, about just inches. Third down and inches. Ball on the 30. So far, it's been a pretty clean ball game. No flags. And it's the quarterback keeper again for the first down. And then some. Gain of about 5 on the play for the quarterback, Mike Trahan.
Big, strong quarterback.
First down and 10 for Jennings on their own 35-yard line. You know, one thing Cecilia does know is that they can move the ball against Jennings once they get it back. And so far, Jennings has been in control. Trahan on the keeper. He goes to pass. Tries to hit number 15, Devin Boudreaux. Boudreaux can't hang on to it, so it'll be second down and 10.
Wide open out there. I think what happened on that play, Jim, big Anthony Clement, 6'7", 325 pounds in the middle there. Let's watch it on the replay.
I mean, he was wide open. He just took it. That's what they say. Don't take your eyes off the ball. Don't turn and run until the ball is in your hands. And that's a classic example of that. Back live. The give is to Nixon. Nixon makes his way up to the 40-yard line.
Edward Singleton that time did a good job of making a play on him, but they're just not wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be third down and 6.
Singleton coming out of the game, replaced by Nate Perry.
Ball right on the 40-yard line. 6:44 remaining. Mike Trahan looks at the defense. Doesn't like what he sees. He calls a timeout. So with 6:30 remaining in the second quarter, it's Jennings 7, Cecilia nothing. We'll be right back after this.
When you get thirsty, there's one thing everybody's got to have. Because deep down, we all want the same thing. The cool, crisp taste, the fluids, minerals, and energy of Gatorade.
All right, we're back, and as you can see, 7-0 ball game. Jennings Bulldogs on top over the Cecilia Bulldogs.
Up to this point in the game, Jim, it looks like it's been an offensive game. We've had 2 big turnovers and 2 big interceptions and a fumble. So 3 turnovers have made a difference, and then we got a team that drives all the way down here, went on 4th and didn't make it. So
third down and 6 for the Jennings Bulldogs. And this first half has moved along quite rapidly. Flags all over the field. Someone moved.
looked like most of the defensive line for Cecilia that time made a move on the play. He must have changed the snap count there.
Offsides against the defense.
Is that enough for first down, Jim?
No,
we have the replay.
Here's the replay. As you can see, no one moves for the offense.
We had a flanker on the other side of the field moved that time, as all the defensive lines to Cecilia moved. Maybe the officials might have been a little bit off on their call.
Maybe just a tad, but no, they're never wrong, are they?
Back live.
Third down and inches. And the give is to Nixon again. Nixon up to just inside Cecilia territory for a first down.
Tackle that time by Andre Journet, number 40 for Cecilia.
Clock still rolling. 6:20 remaining in the first half. Great turnout here in the Superdome tonight for this 3A District Championship state title game.
Jim, what Jennings is doing here is they're putting 4 linemen to the right of the center and 2 to the left, and a flanker to the left. It gives an overshift look, and it never really gives the Cecilia defense a chance of lining up. They always have to overshift or offset. I think it kind of has their defensive plan a little out of sync right here.
Nixon carried for 2 on that last play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 48. Back to pass is Trahan. Can't find, and looked like a misdirection play. No one quite knew where they were headed on that.
Well, a little mix-up in the backfield, but a good job that time by Jack Williams again, the linebacker. He got his hand up just enough to change the trajectory of the ball and cause an incomplete pass.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8. The ball on the 48-yard line. The Jennings Bulldogs on top by 7. 7-0. With 5:18 remaining in the first half. Back to pass is Trahan. He hits Nixon. Nixon to the 45-yard line of Cecilia.
Big tackle that time in the open field by number 40, Andre Journet.
So it'll be 4th down and 5 for Jennings.
Here we have the replay, Jim. Misdirection again. Looks away, comes back. Right there. Just getting a hand on him and bringing him down.
Trahan is back to kick. And the ball is taken by number 6, Scotty Journet. Journet to the 20, ran out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
Ronnie McZeal did a good job of running him out of bounds.
So the Cecilia Bulldogs will get another chance to put some points on the board. It'll be 1st and 10 for them on their own 23-yard line.
So yeah, Jim, it looks like Cecilia does a good job of putting pressure on the punter, the quarterback, Trahan. Maybe we could see a block kick later on.
That is possible. .422 remaining in the first half. The give is to number 43, Daniel Wiltz. Wiltz carries it up to about the 29-yard line.
He was brought down that time by number 64, Chester Richard.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 29. There's the snap. The give is to D'Artez. And D'Artez is run out of bounds with maybe about a loss of a yard on the play.
Curtis Berry from his free safety position came all the way up, read the play, ran it inside out and out of bounds.
So it'll be 2nd down and 5 yards. No gain on the play. He may have lost about a half a yard.
With the 2 split ends have drawn Berry toward that side to give support on a deep pass play. And when they ran the option that way, he was right there, Jim.
Third and 5. Sojourner back to pass. Being rushed and is dropped for a loss back on the 18-yard line.
We're going to give the sack that time to Brian Briscoe. He played off his blocker, and when the quarterback turned to look for another alleyway, he made the sack on that play.
So it'll be 4th down. We'll say 14 now for the Cecilia Bulldogs.
And that's our first sack of the night, Jim.
They're going to have to kick it away.
Reggie Allen, number 2, back for the Jennings Bulldogs.
Number 19, Jamaican D'Artez will do the kicking. There's the kick. And a fair catch is called for by Allen. And so the Jennings Bulldogs get some doggone good field position. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 42.
Okay, with the change of possession, Jennings gets good field position here as their quarterback, Trahan, comes back into the huddle.
Trahan gets quite a workout, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Quarterback, kicker.
Seems to be their team leader also.
That is true. 1st and 10. The give that time again is to Nixon. Nixon carries it up to about the 47-yard line.
That time, in an effort to change the read, they put the flanker toward the overshift lineman. They had 4 linemen on this side, had the flanker on this side, and what Cecilia did to offset this is rotate their secondary, so the linebacker was there when they ran the misdirection to the short side of the field.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 47. The give is to Nixon. Boy, did they read that, huh?
That was number 31, Tony Angel, read it right at the line of scrimmage. He, along with number 24, Ulysses Charles.
No gain on the play. We're under 2 minutes now. Jennings has 1 timeout. Cecilia has all 3 of their timeouts left.
Seems like Cecilia is worried about the play. Their big tackle, number 78, Anthony Clement. They've taken him out of the game again.
Mike Trahan calls out the signals. He's back to pass. Pass was intended for number 18, Lawrence Nixon. But Nixon couldn't get a handle on it. So it'll be 4th down and 5.
And linebacker Andre Journet on a blitz that time from the outside nearly blocked the pass. And then number 43, Daniel Wiltz. There you see him. Hands up.
Right in and out of his hands.
Number 43, Daniel Wiltz on the coverage. Punting again, your boys back to punt.
Trahan back to punt, and he's rushed. Oh!
They're getting closer every time.
They do get closer. Number 6, Scotty Journet catches the ball, carries it up to about the 20-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 21.
Big tackle by Ronnie McZeal.
So Cecilia will have 1 minute and 19 seconds to try to do something here in the first half. Mike Sonier, the quarterback. Brian Sonier.
Okay, 3 deep secondary now with a deep safety.
Pitch out to number 19, D'Artez. D'Artez up to the 25-yard line, run out of bounds at about the 26. Let's see where they're going to, the 26-yard line is where they're going to mark it.
Chris Morkenthal, number 32 on the tackle.
Gain of about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining.
Jamaican coming out of the game now.
D'Artez comes out. Back to pass is Sonier. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 11, John Hubel.
On defense that time was Byron Moses. Right there in the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Cecilia Bulldogs.
Here we have the replay from the ground level.
There's Sonier back to pass. Gives a little pump action. And Hubel can't hold on to it.
Moses there.
1 minute, 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Great halftime coming up for you. We'll give you all the color, all the bands. Sonier back to pass. Can't find anybody. He's going to keep it. He gets the first down. Is run out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. And is hit hard when he's run out of bounds. But he looks okay.
Looks like a little bit of the Saints right there. He does a blind reverse. Sent all the receivers and backs away from him to the wide side of the field. Sent one receiver dragging like the 49ers and the Saints like to do. You see right here, and they had it picked up.
It does look a little Bobby Hebert, doesn't it?
He knocked the pad out of his helmet with the left.
So what you call getting your bell rung? getting your bonnet busted, huh? Saunier back to pass. This time he finds a receiver, number 81, Craig Gordon.
Tackled by Moses on the play. All it is they were taking advantage of the fact that the secondary was rolling deep with the time left, under a minute to go.
Timeout, and we will be back with 47 seconds remaining. It's Jennings 7, Cecilia nothing.
From the Far East to Europe. Across the Caribbean and throughout North America, only one airline covers so much of the world with so much warmth.
All right, we're back. 47 seconds remaining. There's a look at some of the Bulldog fans for Cecilia.
While we're away, we measured for a first down.
We have to specify when we say Bulldogs because both teams are the Bulldogs.
Cecilia, first down in that last play.
Here's a look at the last play.
Here we have the play. It's coming right at you. Steps back, three-step drop, throws the ball,
and
catches it.
First down to number 81.
Moses locks him up, brings him to the ground. Good tackle.
Again, Craig Gordon made the reception on the play.
We're live.
First down and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Reverse.
It's a reverse. He drops it. And Jennings picks it up. So another turnover for Cecilia.
Number 63, Tommy Prechette, falls on the ball as he left it on the ground. Here we have the replay.
There's the pitch, and it was a perfect play. It was going to be the reverse. And number 10,
ball on the ground.
Broderick Pat couldn't hold on to it. So, first down and 10 for the Jennings Bulldogs at the Cecilia 36-yard line. Talk about great field position.
42 seconds to go in the game. Two wide receivers are spreading it out, trying to do something here.
Mike Trahan is the quarterback, number 13. 42 seconds remaining in the first half. To give us to number 15. Boudreaux fires. Intercepted in the end zone. By number 19, D'Artez.
Nathan D'Artez is really making a difference in this game. Played it underneath, and the ball was underthrown. He picked it off in the end zone.
So again, another turnover, which has been the big story here in the first half of this ball game.
Tonight in the first half, the big play has been denied because of the turnovers. I believe it's 4 interceptions tonight.
Correct.
People going for bombs on it.
So first down and 10 for Cecilia as they fend off the Jennings Bulldogs after a fumble with 35 seconds remaining.
Prevent defense. They just take a knee.
They're just going to down it. They just want to get out of this first half alive. Go regroup. They're not that far down.
Second down and 10.
27, 26, 16, 15.
It was a good shot of Coach Vietor on the sidelines with a 7-0 lead.
So we were right. They're going to let the clock tick away.
Halftime score, Jennings 7, Cecilia.
And that's the end of the first half. At the score, the Jennings Bulldogs 7, the Cecilia Bulldogs nothing. Halftime entertainment coming up. We'll be back with us.
There's 1 for 52, and Nixon has 1 for 3. Basically, what we're looking at in the first half is just field position has given Jennings a 7-0 lead.
Well, number 32, Chris Marcantel, will do the kicking for the Jennings Bulldogs as we get ready to start the second half here. Number 19, D'Artez, Jamaican D'Artez, is deep for Cecilia. And there's the kick. And the ball is picked up by number 6, Scotty Jennings. Jennings kind of let the ball get away from him, so they have some terrible field position. They're going to start deep in the hole at about the 7-yard line, where it will be Cecilia's ball, 1st and 10.
A little bit of a miscue there, Jim, and really puts Cecilia backed up at their own end zone to start the second half. Kicking game mistakes really can hurt you in a big game like this.
Scotty Sonia, the quarterback. The give is to D'Artez. D'Artez carries the ball.
Number 4, Byron Moses on the tackle, and it pushes him out of bounds there.
Right out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Second down and 5. Ball is
making D'Artez sure has earned his keep tonight.
Boy, he sure has.
Playing the whole game. He has an interception. He has 45 yards rushing. And he has 2 receptions for 16 yards.
After this play, one thing I want to get to on the statistics is the possession time. The give is to D'Artez again. He can't find anywhere to go. Gained a yard, if any.
The second back through, and he was taken down by Chester Richard. Good tackle at the line of scrimmage. He read it all the way. Took the back down for almost no gain, Jim?
Almost no gain. Maybe if he got anything, it was about a half a yard. As I was saying about the possession time, if you look at that, Jennings had it 16 minutes and 22 seconds. Cecilia had it 7 minutes and 38 seconds. You'd think Jennings would be in much more ahead than they are now. Scotty Saunier calls out the signals. Give us to D'Artez. D'Artez is loose. Up to the 25-yard line.
The free safety, Curtis Berry, and Travis Williams, the cornerback on the opposite side of the field after the cutback, helped keep him from getting into the end zone. Those two gentlemen, as we look at the replay, it's a straight sweep to the left, and he cuts back when the field comes open in the middle.
Again, he has some moves. He's got some great moves. 1st and 10, ball at the 25 for Cecilia. It's number 81, Craig Gordon. Gordon has run out of bounds at about the 31-yard line.
That time, number 5, Curtis Berry again. The cornerback was right on top of it. He's playing off some because we're down in the back. Their team is backed up some, but he's going to have to watch playing off too much.
Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. 10:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
It was a good tackle. A good tackle, Jim. He wrapped him up with both arms until help could get there.
Scotty Saunier, the quarterback. The give this time is to number 42. Correction, 43, Daniel Wiltz. Gain of about 3 on the play for Wiltz. It'll make it 3rd down and 2. Just inside the 34-yard line is where the ball's placed. Cecilia wants to get on the board early to even things up here. There's the pitch out to D'Artez. D'Artez up to the 37-yard line. Flags all over the place after the play was blown dead.
Number 6, McZeal on the tackle. But one of the other players, it looks like for Jennings.
Let's see what the call is from the officials. Sure brought some cheers from the Cecilia side of the field. Late hit.
Number 62, Tommy Preche.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Cecilia. A big 15-yard penalty. Cecilia will have the ball just inside the Jennings side of the field at the 48. They give us the number 43, Wiltz. Wiltz may have gained a yard.
And big number 64, Chester Richard. All 6'5", 210 pounds of him. Got a hold of the back that time.
Now here's a guy who's looking for Cecilia. Here's a big boy. 6'7", 325 pounds. Call him the barge. They give again is to D'Artez. D'Artez up to the 40-yard line.
Travis Williams, number 23, the short side of the field cornerback, makes the tackle there.
Gain of about 6 on the play.
Third and short again.
It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Okay, on the replay here, take it to the first man, run the belly to Cortez. Cornerback makes the play, turns it inside, makes the play on him. Good tackle.
3rd and 2. Back to pass to Sunya. He's going to keep it. He's got the first down, then some, up to the 30-yard line.
Curtis Berry, the quarterback, once again came up and made the tackle because it was wide open. They ran the old, as you see the Saints run with Hebert, the misdirection sweep, like Montana made famous in the 49ers. He comes back away blind. If the back's covered or the tight end's covered, as you see in the replay, he turns it up.
So, a big first down for the Bulldogs. Ball is at the big first place for Cecilia Bulldogs. The ball is on the 30-yard line of Jennings. D'Artez again with the ball up to the 21.
Jim, what Cecilia's doing is moving Jamaica around. He's playing 2 or 3 different positions. He's fullback that time, and they gave him the ball. As you watch the replay, first man through, they give him the ball quickly. Gets in the hole very quick, and it was a successful play.
A 9-yard carry for Jamaican D'Artez. 2nd and 1. Again, they give us to D'Artez. He gets the first down up to about the 17-yard line.
Cecilia fans wanted face masks on that play. And the first down. We got quite a drive here to start the second half.
We do.
After that very poor play on the kickoff to down the ball on their own 7-yard line, that kept the ball, kept a good drive going.
So far, Cecilia's held on to the ball for 5 minutes and 30 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Jennings is yet to see the ball. Sunya back to pass. Intercepted. By number 18, Lawrence Nixon.
Lawrence Nixon was the rolled-up quarterback in the flat, and when they tried to pick off the short receiver, stepped in front and intercepted the ball.
And again, the downfall of the Cecilia Bulldogs is interceptions.
Once again, Jim, if we look at it on the replay, comes around wide up, hums it, quarterback steps in, taps it, pulls it in, makes a good move here on the first guy, gets some good field position. Interceptions has really killed him, Jim.
My college coach had one thing he felt about passes. When you pass, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
That must be that Michigan-Ohio State rival. First back through.
Ball is given to number 6, Ronnie McZeal. McZeal with about a 4-yard carry.
Brought down by number 23, Terrio Papia.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for Jennings after a big interception by Lawrence Nixon.
Cecilia still in that 4-4 defense. They shift into a 6-1 now, trying to stop the running game.
Nixon with the ball again. A fumble! Number 10. Broderick Pack.
Free safety, Broderick Pack has picked it up and run it back for a touchdown. Cecilia is right back in now with a big flag.
Number 10, Broderick Pack. I didn't even see what happened. All of a sudden I saw Pat take off the ball, and that was it.
was gone.
How quickly things change.
Lining up for the extra point here. Here's a replay. Watch, right here, he twists, ball pops out, right in the hands of Pratt, and he is gone.
He is gone.
Nobody will catch him, Jim.
That's a fast guy. So here they try for the extra point. Number 88, Edward Singleton, will do the kicking. The kick's up. And it's good, and we have a tie ball game with 5:37 remaining in the first quarter. It's the Jennings Bulldogs 7, it's the Cecilia Bulldogs 7. We'll be back with more right after this.
New Orleans tradition, good food and fun.
We're going to the races, everybody come on.
To the New Orleans Fairgrounds, it's the winning place to be.
Come have a good time with your family and friends. The party never ends.
Hey, y'all gotta come here.
The New Orleans Fairgrounds.
And all that jazz.
All right, we're back. So it's all tied up, 7-7. The Cecilia Bulldogs and the Jennings Bulldogs.
To receive for Jennings.
A fumble and a great run back by number 10,
Number 4.
Broderick Pat, who put the Cecilia Bulldogs right back in this ball game.
A game of turnovers, Jim. When you get to this high level, they're playing for the state championship. Our last game of the season. Turnovers. People getting antsy, trying to win the game themselves, trying to make big plays. Sometimes it just doesn't happen, and it rolls the wrong way. We've seen 4 interceptions, and we've seen 2 fumbles in this game already. And that is no indication that these teams are sloppy by any means. They're both well coached, and they've won a lot of games to get this far. But when you get to this level with this crowd in the Superdome, makes it a little bit different.
And there's the kick. Ball is taken by number 4, Byron Moses. And Moses is upended at the 18-yard line.
The linebacker, Andre Journet, a big hit on him.
They're going to love this one on instant replay here in the Dome.
Tackled on the play by number 8, Jonathan Roberts.
What a great hit. Let's try to see if we can see that again.
Jennings plays 1st and 10 now on the 23-yard line.
Yep, we're not going to have time for it.
13, Mike.
1st and 10 for Jennings Bulldogs. Mike Trahan at quarterback, number 13. Ball is at the 18. The give is to number 4. Byron Moses makes his way up to the 31-yard line.
Stopped on the play.
Gain of about 8 on the play.
On the replay, Jim, you see they put the formation into the short side of the field, running the misdirection back into the middle of the field. A good play there for Jennings. Cecilia needs to tighten up a little. They're still in that 6-2 defense in the middle.
2nd down and 2. Ball on the 31. They give to Nixon. He's up to about the 38-yard line. 1st down.
He's brought down that time by Andre Journet. They got to make the big hit on the kickoff.
Stopped by number 40.
They really are playing tough. The big guy is coming out of the game again. That's Anthony Clement.
On the 37-yard line.
Coaches are talking to him on the sideline. They need him to play good for him. It looks like they're running the trap in behind him. They've replaced him with number 65, who is Nate Perry. 6-2 defense.
Trahan on the keeper. The pass to number 15.
Trahan's pass complete.
Devin Boudreaux.
Scotty Journet on the tackle, but he didn't wrap him up.
Williams.
Rolled off of it and got another 4 yards, make a big 1st down.
Here's a look at it again.
Timeout.
Good fake. Squats down, comes up. Nice smooth delivery. Lets him catch the ball. Turns around, lowers the shoulder. Number 33, Jack Williams, comes in and makes the tackle after
the officials have called a timeout for measurement.
We'd like to thank Wilson.
Jim, I thought he had it.
I did too. And I think he has it.
And so does the official. Well, now we're going to see if Jennings can mount an offense to answer to the big miscue, the fumble return. Their offense has pretty well done them a good job so far. Just need to get some more points on the board.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Jennings. The ball at the 48-yard line.
Officials changing the football.
First and 10. 4:19 remaining in the third quarter. They're all tied up 7 apiece. The give is to Nixon. Nixon to the 50. Down to about the 47-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 48.
Number 88, Edward Singleton on the tackle that time. The misdirection still seems to be what's giving Jennings a good job of getting yardage here. They run a quick opener and come back with a misdirection play.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6. Ball is at the Cecilia 48-yard line. Jennings in control. The give is to Nixon. Nixon up to the 43-yard line.
Brought down by number 24, Ulysses Charles. It's the first back through.
About a yard shy of the first down. It'll be third down and 1.
Once again, they're taking Singleton out the game and putting Perry in.
1 to go.
They are playing on the penetration of Cecilia linemen. The misdirection is running right in behind where they're playing the lineman of Jennings.
Trahan gives this time to
Nixon on the carry.
Nixon.
40, Journey. Attention, please. John Broussard.
Nixon makes his way up to about the 41-yard line. It'll be first down.
Big pile up in the middle that time. Couldn't tell you who tackled him.
Looked like a little chicken fighting going on there, too.
As the third quarter comes down to an end here, we're looking at 2.5 minutes.
41 yards.
A little bit of nerves are starting to get on in.
Trahan back to pass. Oh, a beautiful catch by number 46, Ben Hornell.
Same play we saw a few minutes ago, Jim.
Ben Hornell.
Number 6, Scotty Journey on the tackle was right there. Couldn't draw it any better. Looks like we're going to measure again.
So they're going to measure again.
Number 6, Scotty Journey.
2:07 remaining in the third quarter. Nicely's got it. He's got it just by inches. So another big first down for the Jennings Bulldogs.
There you see Coach Vieira talking to his quarterback, Trahan.
Well played. First and 10. Just inside. 31-yard line.
And the Jennings side of the field starting to come alive now. The give is to, no, it's the keeper by Trahan. Trahan up to about the 24-yard line. So a gain of about 7 on that play.
Maybe ground level replay. Takes it to the fullback and everybody goes for him. Trahan keeps it around the right side. Number 24, Charles on the tackle there.
1:29 remaining. Ball on the 24-yard line. Second down and 4. The give is to Nixon again. He's up to about the 21-yard line, going to be just short of a first down. Needs to get to the 20.
6-2 defense of Cecilia's got to tighten up in the middle.
3rd down and 1. Jennings comes out of their huddle.
And balance line left.
And the give is to Nixon. Nixon's got the first down. And is up to about the 17-yard line.
Boy, that time, Jim, the right side of the line for Jennings just really blew off the line. Pushed back the Cecilia players. Looks like one of them shaking up on the play.
Sure is.
Looks like that might be Singleton.
I know help could never have reached us in time without airmen.
They were so kind and caring. It was a blessing to have such expert medics taking care of my daughter.
Those medics moving on to the field in a matter of seconds when Chip was hurt was the most wonderful sight I'd ever seen.
They treat my mother like she was their own. Every time they come, it brightens her life.
Whenever Acadian ambulance is needed, we're there. Acadian Ambulance and AirMed Services, putting the care of your loved ones first for 20 years.
Edward Singleton.
All right, we're back. Number 88, Singleton, being helped off the field. He's doing it under his own power, but slight limp.
He was double teamed on that play, and looks like it might be an ankle.
Just announced the attendance, over 12,000 people here for these high school championship games here at the Superdome.
And we'll be back again tomorrow night.
That's right. As the schools get bigger, so do the crowds. Jennings still on a great drive. 1st down and 10. They give us to Nixon. He's up to the 15 and down at about the 13-yard line.
Number 40, Andre Journette. Along with help from number 32.
And we're not going to get another playoff here. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're all tied up. It's Jennings 7, Cecilia 7. We'll be back. All right, we're back for the start of the 4th quarter. We're all tied up, 7 apiece. The Jennings Bulldogs and the Cecilia Bulldogs.
Jim, at this time, we'd like to thank all the people behind the scenes on both teams. I'm sure they have booster clubs and fundraisers and people like that. There's a lot more than just the players on the field. You have people that give their time all season. I think all of them should get recognition, not only from those two teams, but all the way all across the state.
That's right. I tell you, there's a lot of work goes into making football a successful venture for everyone.
With the tightening of school budgets and things like that, they've had to go into getting their own money for uniforms. They've got, in the off season.
And this is how it all pays off here at the state championship in the Superdome. Trahan under center. The give is to number 6. Ronnie McZeal, he carries it up to about the 1-yard line.
Once again, Edward Singleton back in the game, made a big play up the middle, and they ran the misdirection play right where he would have been. We've got 1st and goal here, Jim, on a long drive.
First down and goal to go for the Jennings Bulldogs.
8-man goal line defense in now.
On the quarterback keeper. No indication of the touchdown, so it must be down at right at the goal line. They're going to mark it at the 1.
Number 33, Jack Williams, linebacker in the middle on the tackle that time.
About a half-yard gain on the play.
His biggest try-on is in the middle there. That's really a good weapon. Quarterback sneak. You don't have to worry about a handoff or anything.
Maybe they'll try it again. The give is to Nixon. Nixon carries it in for a touchdown.
The workhorse of this Jennings team caps off a good drive for them. Go ahead, touchdown.
Here's a look at it again. It's a handoff to Nixon. Nixon just folds his way in.
First back through on the down for the extra point.
There's the kick.
Snap.
It's up.
It's
good. And with 10:37 remaining, it's the Jennings Bulldogs 14, the Cecilia Bulldogs 7. We'll be back right after these words.
7. Moron!
Fanatic.
You stink! Yeah, 41, you stink! Ref, you're an idiot! Boo! Boo! Kid, you're a moron!
Fan.
Defense, out of way. They're looking good. Teamwork. Take a shot. Yeah!
Be a fan, not a fanatic.
Okay, gonna see now what the Cecilia Bulldogs can do, and coming back to try to answer that last touchdown by Jennings.
Yeah, Jim, that was a case of where they took the ball after the turnover and just brought the ball, after the kickoff, brought it all the way down the field and did a fine job with it. They kept the ball away from Cecilia. They did different direction plays. They threw a couple of passes and kept them really off guard.
10:47 remaining in this 3A state championship game.
Once again, we have a chance where Dartes can make a big kickoff return and set his team up real well right here.
There's the kick. And it's being taken by number 10, Broderick Pat. And Pat carries the ball to the 24-yard line. And so let's see what the Cecilia Bulldogs can do.
It looked like that time Jennings wanted to kick the ball away from Dartes after the 2 big kickoff returns he's had.
10:40 remaining. Ball control and turnovers have been the whole story of this game.
Sure enough.
Saunier, the quarterback. The give is to Dartes. He gives it to Pat. Pat has the ball to the 20s. Up to about the 24-yard line where he's run out of bounds.
Number 9, Jeff Pearson did a fine job of staying at home on the reverse. As you can see on the replay here, everybody flows with the sweep.
Gain of about a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Tommy Preacher makes a good chance at him. Number 4, Moses, pushes him out of bounds. Good defense there, Jim.
Ball's on the 24-yard line. Saunier calls out the signals. He's back to pass. It's number 81, Greg Gordon. And Gordon is up to about the 34-yard line. And let's see if it's going to be a first down. Looks the way they're going to take another measurement. It's awfully close.
Tackle by Chris Morgantown, number 32, the inside linebacker, made it all the way out there on the play. With the cornerback, Barry playing off like that to the flanker side, it's open just to throw the ball to him and let him move. Another first down.
A first down is called for the Cecilia Bulldogs on their own 34-yard line. Saunier at quarterback. The give is to number 43, Daniel Wiltz. And Wiltz can't find anywhere to go.
Not that time. That was number 63 once again, Tommy Pritchett. Having a fine game in the middle there for Jennings. They have a really good defense. I can see how they got to the state final game.
Well, they're here. If they can hold on for another 9 minutes and 34 seconds, they're going to go home with the big prize. Oh. D'Artez loses his footing and goes down with about a yard loss.
Number 77, Steve Bertram, beat his man at the snap of the ball, and there was no hole, causing our target to break to the outside, and it was snuffed off. Good shot of him right there.
Third down and 12 yards to go. Ball located on the 33-yard line. Back to pass to Saunier. He fires one off to number 81, Gordon. Greg Gordon makes the reception at about the 43-yard line. Not enough for a first down, though.
He was brought down by Reggie Allen, who was right on top. As we look at the replay here, 5-step drop, right in the curl, and there's Allen right there on the spot. Good tackle.
So it'll be fourth down and 1. What to do? You go for it here? You almost have to.
Fourth quarter with 8 minutes to go. Time's running out.
They're going for it.
The crowds are getting into it. What about Zeke?
Let's see. Looks like he's got it. First down.
Put the whole season on the line, Jim. You got to go for it.
That's it. First down and 10 for Cecilia on their own 45-yard line. A gutsy call, but as Paul said, we're at the big dance. You got to go for it.
You just don't want to take a chance on a handoff there on a big fourth down.
So they got some breathing room now. First down and 10. Saunier at quarterback. In motion is D'Artez. Saunier back to pass. Has plenty of time. Fires one off to D'Artez. Oh! Just out of his reach.
Jim, he threw that ball about 65 yards in the air, and he almost went for it all.
Let's look at the replay. Is the quickness of D'Artez. There goes D'Artez in motion. I mean, he had to be making some time to get down there. So it'll be second down and 10. Ball still at the 45-yard line. 7:31 remaining. Back to pass is Saunier again. He fires one off. His intended receiver again was D'Artez, but it's thrown way over his head.
Number 23, Jarvis Williams, was all over the receiver that time. The only thing he could do was throw it away.
So it'll be third down and 10 now. You know, one thing surprising, and, you know, let's knock on wood here, but there have been very, very few penalties in this game.
Haven't seen any tonight of recollection.
I think we had like one late hit, didn't we?
Yes, down on the goal line.
Here we go. Again, Saunier back to pass. Going to try the near side. Intercepted! Intercepted by Lawrence Nixon. And Nixon is run out of bounds at the Cecilia 41-yard line.
Jim, one word. Turnover.
Turnovers. Let's say it again together. Turnovers. That has been the name of the game here today.
Here we have it on replay. Rolls out behind the tackle. He never looked away. Lineman in his face. Should have not been thrown.
The ball was intended for Pat. Never got to him. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Cecilia 41-yard lines for the Jennings Bulldogs. And they give us to Nixon again. He's up to about the 36th, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
Can't say enough about the faking of Jennings. We had two players there trying to tackle the quarterback after he'd handed the ball off. They're just doing a good job of faking the ball. They're hiding the ball in the middle.
Yes, Trahan's doing an excellent job here today.
He's leading his team to the playoffs right now. They're
less than 7 minutes away. But as you know, in high school football, when the score's this close, anything can happen. Trahan calls out the signals. Again, the give is to number 15, Devin Boudreaux.
Tackled by Shane Taylor with an assist from Ed Singleton. Apparently that ankle must be okay. He's been back in there since that. Well, I know all our fans up in Cecilia are glad to see that he's back in there. It's not too serious of an injury.
Official timeout. They're going to take another. I don't think I've seen so many measurements in one half in my life as we're seeing here today.
That's how you get that time of possession. What was the first half? We're talking 7 minutes and 38 seconds for Cecilia, 16:22 for Jennings.
And it's just shy of a first down. Just about a fraction of an inch.
And that measurement, Trahan over to talk to his coach, Vietor.
$14 to 7 ball game. Trahan on the keeper there.
Looks like they're going to measure it again, Jim.
No, you don't think they'll measure it again, do you?
They're bringing the sticks out.
Let's see what's going to happen this time. Nope. Still about the same distance as it was before. The 4th down and inches for the Jennings Bulldogs.
Cecilia fans are trying to get their team and their defense in particular fired up here. This could be where they need to get the ball back. Time running out in the game.
4th down and inches. 6:02 remaining in the game here at the Louisiana Superdome. There's movement on the defense. Flags all over the place.
What a costly penalty.
So, hey, that's a great way to get a first down. So, the penalty and 5 yards will give the Jennings Bulldogs a 1st down and 10 at the Cecilia 27-yard line. A bad break for the Cecilia Bulldogs, a great break for the Jennings Bulldogs. Here's a look at it again. Just a lot of movement on the line there for Cecilia. Nixon, the ball carrier. The ball is loose, and luckily is recovered. Let's see who they're going to give it to. Okay. Jennings recovered their fumble. There was some doubt there for a minute. A couple of guys didn't want to let go.
Big hit by Andre Journet in the middle there.
2nd down and 8. Ball on the 25-yard line of Cecilia. Jennings in control. Trahan gives to Nixon again. Nixon finds nowhere to go.
Singleton and Clement are in the middle there. They really closed the hole quick.
Less than 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Jennings 14, Cecilia 7. Here in AAA state championship action. Back to passes Trahan. Intercepted. Intercepted by number 19.
2 flags down.
D'Artez still on his feet. And D'Artez is tackled by Reggie Allen at the Jennings 48-yard line. But there's flags on the field. So let's see what's going to happen here.
I think we might have an illegal block on the return.
But a great run back. Here's a look at it again. D'Artez intercepts the pass.
He's a free safety there. Jim, he had his eyes on the ball all the way, looked it in, and then brought it back up the sideline. Had he taken it down the sideline there, he probably would have not gotten the illegal block and could have scored.
So let's see what's going to happen with the penalty here. The officials are trying to figure it out themselves.
Looks like it's on the 33-yard line.
One thing's for sure, Cecilia will get the ball. Just field position now has to be determined. Okay.
There it is. Here's the right side of your screen, right there, in the back.
Yep.
I think had he taken the sidelines, it looks like the block would have not been thrown, and they still would have had good field position, if not a touchdown.
Illegal block, but the the Cecilia Bulldogs stopped the drive of the Jennings Bulldogs, and
here we have it again.
There it is again.
To the left side of the screen there, you have number 24.
Yep, can't do that. Can't do that.
Illegal pushing in the back.
The officials on top of that. So, 1st down and 10 for Cecilia on their own 19-yard line with 4:09 remaining in the game. They give this to D'Artez. Face mask. Flags all over the field. D'Artez makes his way up to about the 24-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 25. They're going to get 15 more.
Jeff Pearson, number 9, might have just gotten a hand or two, maybe a finger on the face mask there in the backfield. But in an attempt to make a big play, as you watch the replay here.
Here it is, right here. Yep. That's about as blatant as you can get.
And you see the head go down or turn around like that. It's a dangerous play.
It sure is.
And that's why that's a penalty.
And they
don't want anyone to get hurt here.
And a big penalty because that puts the Cecilia Bulldogs on their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
Here's a replay. Number 9, Pearson.
So 1st and 10 for the Cecilia Bulldogs with 4:01 remaining. They've got to move to get back in this ball game. Saunier back to pass. Finds a receiver in Gordon. Gordon is to the 20 and is brought down at the 18-yard line. And this crowd is going nuts.
The Cecilia sidelines is on their feet, Jim. Here's the replay.
Saunier back to pass.
3-step drop, pump fake. Comes back to 5 steps. Gets it off.
And right in the hands of Greg Gordon. Craig Gordon.
Curtis Perry in pursuit there. Finally tackled by number 9, Jeff Pearson.
So it's 1st down and 10 for Cecilia at the Jennings 17-yard line. D'Artez, the ball carrier again, carries it up to about the 16 where he's dropped.
Kevin Boudreau on the tackle that time.
About a 3-yard gain on the play.
Time is a factor here, Jim.
It is 3:21 and counting. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining.
This is where you hear the 49ers, Pro Football, the Saints, anyone you hear, how much time can you take off the clock before you score?
That's right, and that's what they're trying to do here now. But then, you know, with the way this game is being played today, you're waiting for the next turnover, you know?
Well, you know there's playoff rule in effect. Do you go for one, kick it?
Back to pass is Saunier. Play is blown dead, penalty.
Looks like might have too much time.
They didn't need that. 2:49 remaining. Delay of game. Called against Cecilia.
We were just saying how clean a game it was with no penalties, and we've had 2 on this drive, on the return and now down here while they're knocking on the door to score.
So we should have knocked on wood when we said that. That's for Mike.
For Mike.
Here, let me move your head over here, Paul. So. 2:49 remaining in the AAA championship game. Timeout finally being called by Cecilia.
Confusion on the Cecilia sideline.
So with 2:48 remaining, it's Jennings 14, Cecilia 7.
It's New Orleans tradition, good food and fun.
We're going to the races, everybody come on.
To the New Orleans Fairgrounds, it's the winning place to be.
Come have a good time with your family and friends. The party never ends.
Hey, y'all gotta come here.
New Orleans Fairgrounds.
And on that track.
Less than 3 minutes remaining. A 14-7 ball game. Jennings on top, but Cecilia is threatening here late in the game.
And their fans have come alive here in the 4th quarter, trying to root their team onto a state championship.
Second down and about 13 yards to go. For a first down, they have to get to about the 7-yard line. The ball is placed right at the 20 now. A big couple plays for Cecilia. Back to pass to Saunier. He feels the rush. He's going to keep it himself. He's loose. He's up to the 10. Down at about the 6-yard line.
Penalty flag down, Jim.
Penalty flag. Uh-oh.
He was being flushed out of the pocket by Steve Bertram and pursued down the field by Chester Richard.
A clip. Oh, called against Cecilia.
Again, we just said how clean a game it was with no penalties, Jim. And
we'll take a look at the clip right here.
65. Left-hand side. It looks like another kneel in there.
Yep.
A good job of getting his team really close to a first down. First to a goal. So instead of first and goal, it's back up 15 yards from the point of the infraction.
So it will be second down and a bundle to go. They're going to mark the ball at the 41-yard line.
34 yards to a first down. They have to get all the way down to the 6-yard line to get a first down.
But we know Saunier's got the arm. We've seen it before. When he threw a 60-yard pass,
65 yards. Just a little off the mark earlier in the game. Time running.
Let's see what he can do. Saunier back to pass. He pumps. He lets it go. Gordon is down there, but it's over Gordon's head.
Jim, on that play, you don't go for the whole thing. Reason says that you take the 20 yards or so on the out, take the safe pass, and then go for it from there. To try to get a 57-yard play, which you haven't done all game, is you see on the replay here, they set it up. Throws it down the middle of the field. He breaks on it. just over the wrong shoulder.
All Gordon can do is just sit and look at it.
He definitely has a strong arm.
Coming up at the end of the game, we will carry all the ceremonies, the presentation of the trophy for the championship and the runner-up. I don't know, there's just something about getting that runner-up trophy when they're handing the championship trophy to the other guy. I don't know. All right, let's see what Sonnier can do. He's back to pass again. Hits Gordon. And Gordon flips it out to Pat. And Pat has run out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
There's your flea flicker, Jim. Now why not run that the first time?
Maybe they heard you.
Now you're looking at 4th down. Run that on the first. Here we have the replay. The hook and ladder, it's been called. Give and go in basketball. Nearly trips catching the ball. Makes a good move toward the sideline.
They sure gave it to the right man.
Good job of getting out of bounds and stopping the clock, trying to help his team preserve some time on the clock.
Roderick Pat has been having a fantastic game here today.
Big 4th down.
Big 4th down. Everyone is on their feet here in the Superdome this evening.
Confusion in the huddle for Cecilia.
Timeout being called by Cecilia.
It's the second timeout, leaving him with only one.
So with 2:04 remaining in the 4th quarter, it's Jennings. There's some of the fans from Cecilia.
All on their feet now.
That's right, 2:04 remaining. And by the looks of things, they got one more chance at it.
Big 4th down play here.
Big 4th down. If you had your keys in your pockets, you should pull them out and jingle them, because this is what they call a key play.
I would have 2 people on number 81.
Yep, maybe 3. 4th down and 15. Ball is on the 22-yard line. 2:04 remaining in AAA state championship action here at the Superdome.
Craig Gordon from Cecilia is wide right with 3 receivers on that side.
Back to pass to Sonnier. He's rushed and he is sacked.
Oh, blitz, and he is sacked.
He is sacked.
Number 6, Ronnie McZeal, comes up with the big play for Jennings. A sack on 4th down with 2 minutes to go in the game.
Now that is a big play. Big defensive play for Jennings.
Here we have the replay.
He just had all his protection just disappeared, just disintegrated.
They had 3 defenders on that side and only 2 blockers. When you have too many men over there, somebody's going to be turned free, and that's what sealed their fate on that one.
So it's Jennings' ball, 1st down and 10 on their own 32-yard line. And they will just try to run the clock out, I'm sure. As some of the folks from Cecilia putting down their coats and getting ready to head to the parking lot. Jennings has all 3 of their timeouts left. Cecilia has only 1. And timeout is being called by Cecilia, so that's their last timeout. We're going to take this break, and we'll be right back. It's a 14-7 ball game here on the Superdome.
Thirsty. There's one thing everybody's got to have. Because deep down, we all want the same thing. The cool, crisp taste, the fluids, minerals, and energy of Gatorade.
Well, Paul, as Wayne Mack used to say, when the party's over. But I tell you, this has been a great ball game played by both teams. And the name of the game has been turnovers.
Yeah, Jim, I don't think I've ever seen a championship game with as many turnovers, but it's not to say these aren't good teams. you step up a level when you play for the state championship, and miscues seem like sloppiness, but they're actually players making good plays.
I'll agree with that wholeheartedly. 1:49 remaining. Jennings on top, 14-7 over Cecilia. And Trahan with the keeper. Lost about a yard on that play.
But Cecilia, with no timeouts, can just watch the clock run down.
That's it.
Jennings might have to run one more offensive play.
Again, we'll bring all the pomp and circumstance right after the final gun goes off. The awarding of the championship trophy, the runner-up trophy, the speeches and what have you. They give us to Nixon. There's flags all over the field.
We have motion on the wide receiver for Jennings. Tell me, running the clock out, obviously not a pass, why would a wide receiver move?
I don't know. Well, I got a hunch he'll escape the score to the coaches if they win. It'll all be forgotten.
When you have the state championship trophy in your trophy case, people forget.
That's right. That's
snafus.
Right.
There's a good picture of Trahan, who's really done a good job of taking his offense and controlling this game tonight.
I'd say it's a toss-up between two best players on Jennings, and that would be Nixon and Trahan. And we miss, when we say that, we don't do justice to the linemen and all of that who set up all the plays so that those two guys can perform the way they have been performing tonight. So it's been an all-around great game played by both teams. Delay of game, 34 seconds remaining.
They just wanted to run the clock down as low as they could on that. But yeah, the linemen have been very instrumental in this game, and I've seen a lot of misdirection plays, a lot of good pass blocking, rushing. It's been very clean. Very hard-fought game down to the end.
This will be the last play of the game, I'm sure. Trahan is punting. A short punt. He's going to kick it out of bounds. So maybe this game isn't over.
29 seconds on the clock. Once again, what did he say last time on the fourth down? I think Mr. Gordon would have about 3 or 4 people covering him. This is not over with the
No, it's not. 29 seconds remaining. You got to give heck. You can run all 4 of your plays if you do it properly.
Well, they took the time and then turned around and got off an 18-yard punt.
So I think we're going to see 4 passes here. Saunier back to pass. Has some time. He is nailed. He's nailed at the 40. Loss of about a yard on the play.
The pass rusher on that time was Mr. Bertram. He's done a terrific job all night of being in the backfield of Cecilia. He is the most prized lineman for...
Clock is still running. 9, 8, 7, 6. Saunier back to pass. He fires one. Number 81, Gordon is there. It's intercepted. The game is over.
Number 2, Reggie Allen, has intercepted the ball in the end zone. This one went down to the wire, Jim.
It sure did. It sure did.
As Jennings celebrates their state championship.
14-0 over the Cecilia Bulldogs.
And they have gone 14-1 this season, bringing them to this final game.
14-7. I made a mistake. I said 14-0. I got carried away. 14-7. And a great game played by both teams as they congratulate each other down on the field. Stay tuned because we will have all the presentations right for you here on Diamond Vision.
The Bulldogs of Jennings have gone 14-1 and won the AAA state title in football.
And as you said, it's something that these young men will never, ever forget in their whole lives.
Coach Matt Viator has to be congratulated. He, all his staff, principal, and everybody at their school has done an excellent job of getting his team ready. Coach Viator was on a team with me at LSU when I was up there.
What year were you at LSU?
I was in LSU. I graduated in 77.
Championship awards, championship team and runner-up awards are sponsored by Pizza Hut. And the Outstanding Player Award selected to a player from each team by the working media, also sponsored by Pizza Hut. Standing by to present tonight's awards is LHSA Executive Committee. Mike Mizuraka, President, Class AAA Representative from Port Allen High School. William Palmer, Past President. Principal of Lake Charles Boston, a AAA school. Gary Anderson, AAA Representative from Westlake High School. Jimmy Funderburg, Class C Representative from Simpson High School. John Juneau, Class B Representative from Lacassine High School. Charles Jenkins, a representative from Gatorade. Glenn Taylor, representative from Wilson Sporting Goods. And Phil Rutledge, representative from Pizza Hut. At this time, we'll have the Pizza Hut Outstanding Player Award for the runner-up team is picked by the working media. The 1992 Pizza Hut Outstanding Player Award from Cecilia.